Welcome to the Left Hand Backhand Podcast, episode 21. LaDainian Tomlinson. Go, Jeff. Who's the next 21?
21 guns. That's what I was gonna
Oh,
say.
21 Pilots.
Oh, 21 Jump Street.
Kevin Garnett.
Ooh, 21 questions.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
sorry.
Sean Taylor.
Uh, Now, see, this is embarrassing because you know infinitely more number 21s or any jersey in fact than I do, as evident from that other podcast
Yeah,
episode where I was really bad. And what number podcast was that?
30. I don't remember what episode it was, but that was
It's when
for
you turned
30.
30.
Yeah, what episode
Yeah,
was that?
it was your 30 for 30.
What?
I don't know.
Can't remember
13?
either. Um, as I was listening back to that little segment, I was like, it's actually not cool to know all these jersey numbers. Like, I'm kind of stupid for this, but whatever.
You had a special obsession with jerseys as a child, so
I don't know why.
more power to you, I guess.
Maybe it's because of my Asperger's or something.
Whoa, watch it. No
Well,
explicit language.
sorry.
Your butt
Um,
burgers.
welcome to another episode. Jeff is in a new location. So shout out to
I
Jeff's new apartment. How is it?
I am. It has been a rough transition. We have had multiple things break down as per our last week. Lincoln is clapping, even though it's not showing up.
Yeah.
Last week we mentioned that if your AC goes out, that was my number 3 pick, I think, for things that happen. And
That was a
sure enough,
major inconvenience.
major. And yesterday, while it was over 100 degrees, not including humidity,
Mm,
our AC broke. So we couldn't even sleep in this apartment. We had to go sleep somewhere else because it was so boiling hot.
it's
So not a fan.
disgusting.
But when I called Lincoln, he actually told me that his apartment was the same temperature as mine with no AC, so he's a little bit crazy.
And then I turned my AC
Don't
on.
know how you sleep. And then you turned it off.
Yeah. Because
Mr. Money
from
Saver, money
from
bags.
true, but from
True.
1 p.m. to 7 p.m., the energy bill is like double.
Yeah.
So
So
I'm
you
like,
just keep it off until it gets around that point and
yeah.
then it
And then
starts to
then
cool
at
off.
7 o'clock, I turn it on until like because we're still mid August right now. It
It's like
still
the
is just
worst.
it still is just so hot. So um yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of which,
Anyways,
it is now 8:15, 8:20, and it's still 95 degrees outside. It's
mm.
absurd. That's
Well, we
absurd.
just played at the park for an hour and it's 76 outside, but we had a breeze, so it felt really nice. And the girls just
What
played for an hour. It was really solid.
what is on your shirt, by the way? What are those designs?
Little Sasquatches. It's
Oh,
from
it's you're
a disc golf
repping.
company called Squatch. It's what my disc golf bag is back there. So it's pretty fun stuff.
That's what Kendrick Lamar and Drake need to do. Squash the beef between them. Bad joke.
Yeah. I
Sorry.
was trying to make a Jack Link's joke after that, but
Oh,
it
Sass
wasn't there.
messing with Sasquatch.
Yeah, those were
Great
good
commercials.
commercials. Those were very
Those were
good.
very good.
Very good. We're already off the rails,
Yep.
but we have a hopefully shorter podcast tonight. Every time
Hopefully, I'm trying
every
to
time
time
I've
it.
said that it's been long, but pause.
Pause.
Uh,
Uh,
I got a follow-up segment for Jeff this week, similar to last week's segment. Jeff's got a segment for me, and then I got a draft, and we will just roll with the punches as we normally do. So, with that said, Jeff, I'm going to jump into my segment first. You ready?
let's do it. Let's
So
hear it.
last week we did M&Ms, the top 10 M&M flavors according to ranker.com. Again, not my ranking,
Not
but
Slim Shady, not the real Slim Shady, not Eminem,
not
but
nope,
the candy.
he can't stand up.
No,
Too old,
too old, too
but
white.
he did just drop another album.
Yeah, I actually liked some of the songs on that album, although he
Abracadabra.
doesn't. He's in. Yes, that was a good song.
That was actually solid.
Yeah, solid song.
Um yeah, so anyway, sorry. We did M&Ms last week. Now we're doing Skittles this week.
Oh, yep. Okay,
Or
I
or
forgot.
Skittles. And I gave
Or Skrillex Skittles.
yes,
The DJ
because
Skrillex.
he is so
The
relevant.
dubstep. The dubs. Hey, whoa! We will not. handle Skrillex slander here.
So there was a kid who like we were playing a Dead Mouse song, and there was a kid who like got into our car and was like, "Oh, I love Dead Mouse 5." And we started
That's how
laughing
you know
so
a
hard at
noob.
him.
You know it's a noob.
Dude, we're like
Yeah,
Dead Mouse 5.
I
And so
love
that's what we have
demo number 5.
always called it now. It's really funny.
That's like that song Mambo Number Dead Mouth 5.
But okay,
Get
so
Skittles.
I gave Jeff his list before the pod,
Mm.
give given it to him alphabetically. Pause. And then Jeff will have to try. I mean, the goal is to try to knock him off sequentially from 10 to 1,
This
but
is going to be way more
the
difficult than M&M's.
ultimate goal is to get to number 1 and to get all 10 points. And
Yeah,
last one
obviously.
you got 8 out of 10. You were great up until the last
Yeah,
one.
and I think it was a
Because
little
you
easier.
I don't think you can get 9 out of 10. Can you?
What do you mean? Yeah, once you get to, it's either 8 out of 10 or 10 out of 10. You
Yeah,
can't get 9.
true. So Jeff, your list is Bright Side Skittles, Crazy Sour Skittles, Dark Side Skittles, Flavor Mashup, Orchards, Original, Sour, Sweet and Sour, Tropical, and Wild Berry. Now, full disclosure, I did not know some of these flavors.
I still don't know them. I don't know what orchards are. What is
Look, it looks pretty good, actually.
I'm not even going to look up any pictures. I just want to see what my intuition tells me.
Yes, of course. I mean, I think based on kind of what we're saying, we're
Yeah.
making it a little bit obvious. Orchards is a dark green bag. It's like the color of the St. Patrick's Day Lucky Charms box.
Okay.
And then
Cool.
like the bright side is a yellow bag and the dark side is a dark blue bag. Like a indigo, if you will. Flavor
Inigo
mashup.
Montoya.
Flavor mashup has a split between tropical and wild berry. Sweet and sour has sour and then like a pink side to it. So frankly, I haven't seen a few of these, but uh let's see how you do.
I'm gonna roll with it because I'm. I just kind of have to take a guess at some of the ones I do know and hope that the ones that are obscure in my brain are not number one. Because if they are, it will be shocking. But I'm trying to. I'm gonna try to get it as close as I can to the actual number, even though
Sure.
that's not really the game. Like I want to eliminate as many, but like I want to get it as close just out of pride.
Right.
And I know pride is the fall of man,
Well,
like the pride cycle.
I mean,
You know,
man has
like
already fallen.
well, double the pride, double the fall.
What?
Okay, that's from Star Wars. Twice the pride, double the fall. All right, number one
I
that's
have the higher
gone.
ground, Anakin.
The high ground. Oh,
Whatever.
you're so close.
No,
So close.
the fact that I was close is like cool, but I wasn't exactly. So I'm like, all right, that's
Like
cool and unique.
you're not nerdy, but you know what you're talking.
Exactly.
As long as you cared about Padme growing up, that's all that mattered. You were
Dude,
the guy.
could not stand Padme.
Hottest take of the year. Couldn't
Dude,
stand Padme.
she was
Clone
into
Wars
little
Padme.
baby Anakin. What a freak.
She was also a minor. She wasn't 18 at that point.
Dude, I don't
She
care if
was a
she's
kid.
Charles Minor.
Oh,
She
Charles.
was
Charles
into a
Barkley.
child.
Charles Barkley. She was a child herself. Who cares?
Nope.
Child versus child.
Age gap was too wide.
Okay, number 10 that is eliminated. Uh, because I don't know it, and I'm just gonna say it, even though it seems kind of crazy. I'm gonna go with Bright Side.
That is in the 8 spot. So you're safe.
All right, not too bad. Not too bad. Just seemed too obscure. I don't really know what flavor that is. Like what grouping of it is,
Yeah.
but
I'll say I was surprised at what number 10 is.
you were surprised?
I was.
Okay. Let's go next one down. We're gonna go to Orchards.
Orchards in the 9. Very good.
Okay. So far, so good. Solid. Orchards. It seemed too weird to
Yep.
me at that point.
Never heard of it.
Okay, going back down. And this is where it starts getting shaky. It could be like at the 3 spot when I think it's at the 7 or the 10. Uh, let's go with flavor mashup.
Flavor mashup in the 6. You are safe.
Okay, cool. So flavor mashup. Mm, there's so many. Uh, let's take away. Let's take away wild berry.
Wow.
Is that number 2?
Wildberry in the 3. Be careful now.
I know. I don't know. This is hard. This is a
Pause.
hard one to guess. Okay. What else have I? Did I say dark side already or no?
You did not.
So I have 6 left.
Correct.
Okay. Well, then I'm going dark side. Taking dark side out.
Yep, Mr. Darkside in the 7.
The 7th spot. Wow. What's 10?
So far you've crossed out Wildberry in the 3, Flavor Mashup in the 6, Darkside in the 7, Brightside in the 8, and Orchards in the 9. So you
So
have the
halfway.
1, 2, 4, 5, and 10 left.
The 10 still there. I
10
have a
still
feeling
there.
I know what the 10 is, but there's 3 different sours here. I've been hesitant on the sour flavors. That's why I've been shying away and going with what I know. Uh, I have for my top. I have the top 3 that I think the number 1 could be. Could be any one of the 3. So if I'm taking away those 3 and I only have 2 left, I'm gonna take away crazy sour.
Crazy Sour in the 10. Very good. Very
It
good.
is okay.
I was I
I
was a
felt the
little
most confident.
surprised because sour Skittles have their cult following, right? There's the sour
Yeah,
folk. And I would assume that they love sour, so they would love crazy sour, but it falls below 3 flavors I've never even heard of.
yeah. This is really
Yeah.
tough because I know what I
Yeah.
like more, but I don't know what's more popular.
Yep.
And that's where this is. That's where I think this is completely this whole uh test is going to sway on. It's not going to be the popular vote, or it will be, and I'll just guess wrong on
Well,
which one I think
I
it's going to
mean,
be.
you have to put yourself in
But
the shoes of the average folk, and we are not the average folk.
we're not. We're not the Nick folk. We're that not the average folk.
Well, we're
We're
not
just
the Dick Buttkiss either.
what a name. What
Yeah.
a name. Okay, what do I have left? What spots?
1, 2, 4, and 5. So
Okay.
you almost
What I
have
think the
top 5
five
left.
spot, I think the sweet and sour is the 5 spot.
Ding, ding, ding. Sweet and
I
sour
am
in the
right.
5.
Good. Good.
So now you got the
Sweet
1,
and
2, and
sour at the
4
5.
left.
These were my top 3
You have
in my
got
mind.
you've got original,
Original, sour, and
sour,
tropical.
and tropical left.
Oh boy, this is tough. This is where I make or break because if I can get 2 out of 3, then it's actually 3 out of 3.
I mean, the fact that you
So
crossed out the wild berry so early was a hot take, but
it was, but that I did on my
it's
M&M
fine.
flavor. Remember on the M&Ms,
You
I
did.
knocked out the number 3 spot early.
You did.
So 1, 2, and 4.
Which
If I can get, if
that
I
was
either get one
crispy.
right, it was Chrissy. If I either get 1 right or 3 right, there's
That's
no
right.
in between here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go with my third to last pick that I think is not number 1. I'm going with sour.
And that'll do it, folks. Jeff is a
No,
loser.
there's no way. There's
Sour
no
Skittles
way.
in the 1 spot.
That was in my mind. It was a close tie between original and tropical because there would be how many people like them, and tropical is goated in my brain. But I
Really?
know sour has a good following, but in my brain, there's just tropical is untouched.
So
Untouched.
tropical, I feel like, is slightly more obscure than the big 3: sour,
Is
original, and
original number 4 or is it number 2?
Original is 2, sour 1, original 2, wild berry 3, tropical 4. And that's what I think that it should, or maybe not the 1 and 2. I think the 1 and 2 is arguable, but I think those are clearly the top 4, right?
I mean, it sounds right.
But yeah, so Jeff,
Dang, I am bad take a 33% chance there, and I blew it.
pause.
Ooh. Just
Yeah.
wow,
Wow.
sour got me,
This
and
one
I
I
was
felt like
right to be unsure about the sour. I was right to think that.
yeah, this one I thought was a little bit easier than the M&M draft just because of the obscurity of some of these.
Maybe, but also the M and M's.
Because I feel like it was pretty easy to get
They're
to the top 3 or 4 with this one, whereas the M&Ms, there's a couple of wild cards
I
that you didn't know
was
where they were
I was
at.
I. It may be easier with the obscure ones, but I know M and M's more than Skittles. I'm not a huge Skittles
Same,
guy.
same.
I just don't love them as much, but I do love the tropical flavors. So I knew that sour has its moments. I won't eat original Skittles if they're there. I won't eat them, but
Really?
they're the number two. Yeah, I just don't. I won't choose them.
Wow.
They don't
I
have enough
mean,
zip.
I I I'm kind of with you. I would rather go for like a fruit snack or like a high chew or
Yeah, if I'm going fruity something, yes.
yeah, I'll lean fruit by the foot or even Starburst over Skittles.
Yeah,
But shout out to Skittles for
yeah.
the
They've got a
diversity in their
place.
team. Yeah.
Yeah, they. I mean, obviously they've got some good flavors.
Um
No, no more
yeah,
power to them.
interested to hear people's opinions on that bright side, dark side, and orchards. Never heard of those three. Would love to
No.
try them out. Feel free to reach out and send us a bag. And
Yeah, if you
we
think
we
if you
will
think they're that good, please write in the comments like which one of those bags is worth getting and which
and
one
we'll
we're not. Because
review
I don't know.
and give our honest opinions. So
We will. We'll do it on the podcast. We'll
we
review
are
it live.
nothing if not honest boys.
Yeah. Well, I'm just a lost boy from
Well,
Neverland.
I'm just a poor boy.
Well, I like eating the sandwich that's called a po' boy.
A pole boy.
No, you pronounce it po' boy, but it's spelled poor boy.
Oh, like the Pillsbury Doughboy.
Like the when he laughs. Oh,
Yeah.
don't put me in the oven. Yeah.
Well, actually,
Okay.
like a MLB Bat Boy.
Well, they get paid a lot, so I wish I was a bad boy.
Dude, well, you wish you were a butt boy.
Well, you're what a boy.
Well, I do. What a boy.
It's okay. My turn for the segment.
Yeah, let's go.
That's a good transition. I like the Skittles. Okay, I'm gonna share my screen here. Let's get set up.
I don't know why your background went all cool, but
Like it's like the snow. Let's open this up. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a
oh,
little bracket for you. We're gonna do this is just Pixar. I had a Pixar Disney bracket. It should I think it's 32 movies. Because there was a 64 movie that's Disney and Pixar, but there was too many, and there were also a lot of movies left off that I felt unfair. This one's a random list of Pixar movies that are decent. Here's the rules. We're bracketing them down. I did not put these together of like matchups,
okay.
but I trust whoever did has a decent. If you have not seen the movie that is against it, like, or if you haven't seen both, you pick the one you think is better. It'll be fun that way because then we can talk about it after. But
Yeah.
if you've seen one, you haven't seen the other, and you're just like, yeah, you know what? I think this one was better anyway. Or if you saw one and not the other, but you're like, this movie was trash, the other one must be better. You just go off of what you think.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter if you've seen it or not. Okay.
And this
So
is
we'll go
all
through this list.
Disney movies, correct?
No, this is Pixar only,
Oh,
as much
let's
as I
go.
can.
Okay.
It
Dope, dope,
does
dope,
say
dope, dope.
Disney here. These
Well,
are
it says
mainly
Pixar.
Disney. Yeah, it says
It's
Pixar. These are
Disney.
mainly Pixar, even if it's Disney like esque. It's like Pixar Studios, even though they're owned by Disney now.
Well, it's Disney Pixar.
It's Pixar. Well, this one's Pixar Disney.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
And for those of you listening on the podcast platforms, feel free to join us in the YouTube and watch Jeff's screen.
Yeah. So we'll get started. First one. This one toss up could be anyone. It's Soul versus Lightyear.
And we're starting with an interesting matchup because I have not seen either. So
Yes.
I'm going with Lightyear. One, because of
Okay.
the picture there looks cool, but also like in Toy Story 2, Buzz is one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Very fair. We'll roll with this first. Next matchup.
Oh, Toy Story 2.
Wait, if it'll load. Let's try this. There we go.
Oh,
Matchup is Toy
that's a
Story 2 versus
terrible matchup.
Wow, that's tough. That's tough.
It's actually not as tough for me,
I
but
don't know.
I wish Toy Story 2 were in a different matchup because Coco is moving on. I love that movie.
Coco's incredible. Toy Story 2, as far as sequels go, top-notch
Better
sequel.
than the first one. The first one sucks.
Yeah, first one, it was like a trial and error. Second one, they knew what they were doing.
It picked up so much steam because it was just kind of a new spin on everything, but wow, Cars versus
Oh,
Cars 3. I mean,
I
you
did
can't.
not think this was going to match up.
I do like Cars 3, but it's not going to beat Cars. Easy.
Not going to be Cars. Easy move on for you. Okay, Cars is moving on. Next up, ooh,
Bugs Life
Bugs
and
Life.
Incredibles
Incredible.
2. Dang.
Hmm.
We're going to go with the Bugs Life mostly because I had a Bugs Life birthday party when I was uh
You
like
would.
6 or 7 maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bugs Life, very solid.
And
I
that's when
did
the
see
first time I
Incredibles
had
too.
the ants in the dirt or whatever it is, or
Hmm. Yeah, the
worms in
little,
the.
they,
It's like
whatever it's
you
called.
put the Oreo crumbs and pudding and Oreo crumbs and pudding, and then you have gummy worms in there. We had that as
Yeah,
like a
yeah, yeah.
treat at that
That's
at my birthday party.
delicious. It was
So
like you
good,
scooped it and it was really
so good,
yummy.
dude, so good.
So bad for you. It's like
Yeah.
mud something.
Oh, this is
Ratatouille
easy.
versus Luca.
This one's easy. I actually enjoy Luca, but Ratatouille is phenomenal.
Okay, great take. Great take. And
I
soundtrack,
don't know if
top tier.
oh yeah, dude, the music in Ratatouille. I mean the I whistle the Luca song all the time, but like just the French in
The
Ratatouille
French, the French, je suis un ratatouille.
is so
So
good.
great. Ratatouille, moving on. Some tough matchups. Mars 2 versus Turning
Turning
Red.
Red. This
I
one's
don't think you've seen Turning
actually
Red.
I have. I enjoy Turning
Oh,
Red.
you did. Okay. Okay.
Um, this is actually a much more difficult matchup. This might be one of the harder matchups in round one for me.
They're both in the same tier for me. So that's
Yes,
why.
I would agree. Turning Red, I have enjoyed, and Cars 2 I've also enjoyed because it's like the Mater spy movie, and I loved spy movies, especially as a kid. But like this is like a kid's spy movie that I saw as an adult. Granted, I have two kiddos, so like I'm justified in watching these movies with my kiddos. Okay, don't
Very
judge, don't
fair.
hate, don't
Very,
judge.
very fair.
Um, I am going to push Turning Red through.
Turning Red. Moving on. This is just the initial 32 movies, so there's
Uh,
16 matchups to start.
Recently watched
Elemental
Elemental, and
versus
my
Finding
girls
Dory.
enjoyed it, but I love Finding Dory, so Finding Dory
Yeah,
easy win.
easy win. Emily really liked Elemental, but she also loves the Finding Nemo universe, so this
Hot
would
take:
be
I
a
like
good
Finding
matchup
Dory
for
better
her.
than Finding Nemo.
Ooh, all right. Toy Story versus Up.
Easy up.
Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. The saddest opening to a Pixar movie, arguably. It's a very
Do you
tough
hear my
one.
whistling or no?
Oh no, we only have how many matchups? 32.
All right, we're in round two.
Oh no, so we're doing each section, each region first.
Oh, okay,
So we're
okay.
gonna do a regioned out.
Yep. Wow. I don't like doing region dot. I want to knock out and
That's
go to
that's how it's gonna
each.
go. That's how it's gonna
Dang.
go.
Okay. This
I
is
can't I
Lightyear
can't
versus
really control
Coco.
that.
We're going with Coco. Easy.
Coco moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Cars, ooh, tough.
Very tough matchup, but I'm gonna go with the wow and pass Cars
Some
3.
Owen Wilson cars, and I love this life. But cars can get it.
Um, Rewatching Bugs Life, it's not quite as good, but it's still a good movie.
Still
Now
really good.
we got Ratatouille versus Turning Red. Easy money. Ratatouille.
Ratatouille makes it. Moves
Love Patton
on.
Oswald. Wow. This is gonna be a hot take. This is Finding Dory versus Up. I'm passing Finding Dory on. I will be I
Oh,
will be
no
in the minority
Carl.
on this, but for me, this is just I mean, neither of those are beating the next matchup. So Let's be honest.
My name is Russell, and I am a boy's wilderness scout. Finding
What
Dory.
does he
Moving on.
say? Ka ka rar.
Yeah, that's right.
Dude, this
Tough
is
matchup.
such a difficult
Coco
matchup.
versus Cars.
Coco versus
Iconic.
Cars. Um, I am I'm going with Coco.
I mean,
And
it's a
I already
tough
know what the
take.
next one is. This is Finding Dory versus Ratatouille, and I'm going Ratatouille.
You just from early on, but
This
now
is
this is where it's really tough.
such a difficult
Who,
matchup.
who wins? Who
What
wins
do
out
I
of the
do?
region?
What do
Who
I
wins the
do?
region?
Dude, okay, so I enjoy Ratatouille for the rewatchability of it because it's funnier to me. Like the jokes have landed better as an adult too. I just
Mhm.
it's
Great jokes.
it's so well done. It's kid friendly, it's adult friendly. You can watch it with your kids and have a good old time. And Coco hits you in the feels a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like if I'm actually paying attention and watching the movie, I don't know if I'm not tearing up when he's singing to
Dude,
his
it
great great
gets you.
to
It's
his great
so
grandpa.
good. Just
Um,
family, man. Just
dude,
family. It's so
just
good.
family. It hits you in the feels, but I'm actually gonna push Ratatouille through.
Oh! Ratatouille
Yep.
makes it through to the semifinals.
Wow, what a
Moving
matchup!
on. Moving on from an initial
What
matchup
a
in the next
matchup!
section. Wally
This
versus
is really
Onward.
difficult. This is one of the
Any
hardest things
Pixar.
I've ever done.
Wow. Well, maybe we'll do a Disney one at some point where it's strictly the Disney side.
Dude, but Disney ones aren't even as good as Pixar movies.
There
All
are.
right.
Oh, that's. Wow.
No,
Debatable. Holy.
no, Pixar's better.
Yes. Strictly
Uh,
Disney with no Pixar at all.
all
Yeah.
right, we're
Let's see.
going Wally versus Onward. I'm already hurting at this matchup.
Because I know what you want to say, but you don't want to. You don't want to knock it out so fast.
I love Wally, but I also love Onward for the brotherhood nature of it.
Really good
So,
message. It feels
so
good.
Onward came out, pause, I believe while my younger brother was on his mission. Shout out Bent the Schment. And so
Wow.
like I had all the nostalgia feelings of like I want to go on an adventure with my brother and whatever and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just
Yeah. You're the
I
older
get it.
brother in that movie, and you just
Yeah.
feel like, yeah, you're there to.
I'm Chris Pratt.
But also, Wally.
Wally
Dude,
is
just the
so good.
animation, the music, the story. It's like it feels very adult. Like
The
the
fact
earth is
that you can
barren.
have minimal talking for the majority of the movie and you are obsessed with the character is
Yeah.
such an impressive feat. It's why Wally is going on.
Such a tough matchup. I think you made the right choice.
I think I did too, but Onward is tough for me personally.
Oh my goodness. This
This
is
is
insane for me. Insane for me.
this is an easy one. This is Inside Out versus Monsters Inc. Inside Out, good movie. Joy is pretty annoying, and Monsters Inc. is one of my favorite universes in
Okay.
the
All
entire
right.
Pixar world. So Monsters Inc.'s going on.
I mean,
Sorry,
it's easy for you.
Joy.
I love Inside Out and I
I've heard Inside
love
Out 2
Monsters
is
Inc.
even better.
Oh no. Oh no. You asked for this.
I did. So
Monsters U versus
versus
Finding
Finding
Nemo.
Nemo.
Yikes.
Hot take. This wasn't even close.
Oh, really?
I love Monsters University.
You're crazy. I
I'm
don't
crazy.
love Monsters University.
Pass
I
it
don't
on,
love it.
baby. Monsters U.
It
Let's go.
it felt like a cash grab, and Finding Nemo was such an original idea that changed. I mean, they had to change selling fish to people so that they wouldn't buy all the clownfish just because of that movie.
Fair. Okay, Wally versus
Okay,
Monsters Inc. Not really that close. We're
not
going
close for
Wally.
you. I thought you loved the whole Monsters Inc. universe.
I like Monsters U better than I like Monsters Inc.
Oh, okay, fair. All right.
Whoa, what the heck?
Oh, wait,
Toy
hold on.
Story 3?
Oh, there's some buys. Some of these have buy schedule over here.
Wow, Toy Story 3 does not deserve a buy. Get that crap out of here. Monsters University. You're
Monsters
going on,
U
baby.
moves on. All right, next
Oh,
bracket
what?
over.
No
Brave
offense to
versus Toy
you
Story
and
4.
your race, Jeffrey, but Merida never actually watched your movie. Sorry.
Really?
Nope. My girls have seen it and they have one good song in there, but uh
It's a solid movie. It's a good for girls. I think it's better because them and their moms, the connection
frankly,
is pretty
I'm kind
solid.
of out on the whole Toy Story movies except for Toy Story 2, but I've actually seen it and it has Keegan Michael Key and uh
And your
Jordan
boy,
Peele. So
no, and Keanu Reeves.
why is Keanu Reeves my boy?
I mean, Keanu Reeves in The Matrix. Keanu Reeves, man. Everybody.
Dude,
Hey, it's
I'm not a
Keanu
Keanu
Reeves.
Reeves.
Hey, I'm
The
walking here.
only thing I
Keanu
like about
Reeves.
Keanu Reeves is the Logic song called Keanu Reeves.
Okay. Well,
I'm
Toy
the
Story 4
one.
it
Yeah,
is.
I'm the one. Like Keanu Reeves. Get it done.
All
Ooh,
right.
the Good
Incredibles. The
Dinosaur versus
first
Incredibles.
Incredibles. This is
Um,
not debatable. This isn't even close.
no, it's not. But the Good Dinosaur, the animation on that, I thought was super cool. Everything that they did
It's
once they started
terrible.
out
It's
with it.
terrible. The rest of the movie's just awful. I
Yeah,
don't like it at
correct.
all.
Pass. Incredibles.
Moving on. All right, back up here. Back up to this bracket here.
This is a painful matchup, brother.
Wally
I
versus Monsters U.
love Monsters U.
It was bound to happen because you said that you love Monsters U.
I know. Here's my dilemma. Monsters U is arguably one of the best prequels ever made. I
Hmm.
love the way that they
In
tied in
some
certain
opinion.
things. They created the Randall uh vibe. They had Sully look like a jerk, but they also made Mike look like a jerk, and then they had Mike. I don't know. I feel like there's not many things that they missed on with this movie, but also Wally is one of the few movies that you can watch without any dialogue, but just appreciate the masterful work of it.
Rewatchability of Wally is really good for me. Even with
I
them on the ship and like how big they are, and like it was so interesting as a kid to
yeah,
like watch that and be like, what if? Like that's crazy.
I I'm going to get roasted for this, but I'm pushing Monsters U through.
Oh no. Oh, you can't get away from it.
Easy
All
Incredibles.
right.
Toy Story 4,
Toy Story 4 versus
go
Incredibles.
sit in a hole.
Incredibles moves on. And the final matchup of this bracket over here, Incredibles
Um
versus Monsters U. And I
so
know
I've
you're gonna
talked
say
about
this one's
Monsters U
easier.
obviously.
Yeah.
I've not talked about The Incredibles much.
Unreal
And
movie. Unreal superhero movie.
so
And all the
freaking
superhero
good.
movies, it ranks up there. It doesn't even matter that it's animated. It is so good.
Dude, this is unreal.
Hey, I am your biggest fan.
Well, I'm your biggest flan.
Oh, that was good.
Um
Custardy. Pudding.
pudding.
Pudding. Okay. What is it going to be?
Dude,
Come on, don't think. Just what's your instinct? Oh,
my
so I
inst
said urine.
my
I'm sorry.
my instinct is Incredibles.
But
And so we're gonna do it. We're gonna go with The Incredibles.
wow. Never thought I'd see the day.
Monsters U is getting to an end for this one.
All right.
And the
So
final matchup,
we've made it to the final matchup here from each bracket, each side.
wow.
We
I'm
have
very happy with my final four though.
that was really good.
My final four being Coco, Ratatouille, uh, Monsters
Incredibles and
U, and
Monsters U.
Incredibles.
You definitely picked some heavy hitters.
I'm
The only
gonna
one I would have switched
go,
out is Monsters U, but
yeah.
yeah,
I'm
very
gonna
good.
go for the rewatchability factor in this championship matchup, and I'm going with Ratatouille.
Ratatouille, great pick. You know what? Round of applause to you. That is a fantastic pick.
Shout out to
I
Patton
can't fault you for
Oswald.
that. Shout out to everybody in that movie and the animators for creating such a fun movie that I will
And
never get tired of.
they made you like love rats. How impressive is that?
Yeah,
You know what I
I
mean?
definitely
Like,
I can't even believe that I was so enamored by him trying cheese with a grape or whatever or a nut.
no,
Pause.
it was
Strawberry?
cheese and a strawberry. And
Strawberry.
it's
And him being like,
lightning-y.
are you getting the tang? I'm getting
I'm getting
something.
something. And no, it's gone.
No, it's gone. Yeah. It's so good. So good.
Yeah, and the way that he would wash his hands with just one little droplet of water and wash his
Yeah,
hands. I
just like
love that.
the dew drop, just like
Ah,
and I love cooking. So I
yep.
connect with that movie a lot and I will watch
And I
especially that ending.
love eating pasta, so I connect with that movie a lot too.
And when that critic ego eats that spoon and it like
Anton
zooms
Ego.
zooms in to his childhood
To
and he's
his
like
childhood
smiling
home where he learned to cook from.
and then it goes back out and you're just like,
Dude,
a
Remy
rat
learned to
did that?
cook from Anton Ego's mom.
Crazy.
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 Crazy plot twist.
For those of you who didn't remember that or see that, what a twist.
For those about to rock,
We salute you.
we salute you.
As Jack Black says. Salute you.
Mm. Well, that was fun.
Oh,
A
wow,
little
what a
bit
pick.
painful, but very fun. Good idea, Jeff.
It has to be, has to be. Felt like it was up your alley.
Dude. My
Well, can we get through a
my
draft in
O'Malley v. Alley
25
Cats.
minutes?
Yeah, we can.
Oh, O'Malley. 25 minutes, 20 minutes?
All right.
Think so?
So this has been on my draft short list since I started the podcast forever ago. We
Okay.
are drafting the most patronizing nicknames.
Ooh.
Yep.
In what sense? So that someone calls you like in passing
Correct.
instead of your normal first name, like,
Correct. So
and
so
it
we're
gets
we're
under your
going
skin?
we're going like as of like today, or you can do it from like childhood pain or whatever.
Okay.
But for me, most of mine are going to be someone who is around my age, whether they're younger than me or older than me or like 5 years older than me. And they say, instead of like, I'm playing a disc golf tournament, I can think of an exact example. And the guy says, instead of saying, "Oh, nice shot, Linc," he says, "Oh, nice shot, blank." And as soon as he said it, I like had to like grit my teeth and not
How
react.
specific or general is this? Is this like really specific name like things?
Yes, these
Or
are
are these like
names.
general terms you call people that are
Um,
like generalized ideas?
I don't know, because these are like specific. These are specific names,
Okay.
and you get the first pick, or you the choice of the first pick or not. But
I'm gonna let you pick it so I can get the idea.
okay,
Because
well,
I don't think, I mean, this will give me a good idea, but
okay, I'm taking the 101, and it's Bud.
yeah. Okay, I
Don't
know.
call
Okay, I just want to make sure. Yeah, you
don't
don't
call
like
me
being called
Bud.
Bud.
Don't call me Bud.
Nice shot, Bud.
Dude, exactly.
Like, unless you're an
I made like a
old,
60-foot putt, and it was a dope putt. And he's like, "Dude, nice putt, Bud." And I was like, "Shut the hell up!
it's like it makes you feel
Don't
like
call me that."
like the only person who could call me Bud is like a great uncle or like someone's dad's like your friend's like grandpa. It's like, hey, Bud. Like
Yeah,
it's the only
exactly.
way I would accept it. If
Because
someone
that's not
close to my age
patronizing.
or even my parents like, how's it going, Bud? I'm like, who said I'm your Bud? Like
Don't call me
what?
Bud. Like I will call Paisley and Junie, and I'll call like a little kid. I'll call him, "Hey, Bud." Like, but if you're around my age, don't call me Bud. That just
Okay,
boils my blood.
that boils your blood vessels.
My It boils my
Well,
blood.
if that's along the lines that you're going, then I know. I mean, I'm glad I waited because this one is right along those lines, and it just like no one close to my age should ever be saying this. Or in an argument, if someone says this,
Oh, in
immediately,
an argument?
immediately disregard everything you just said, and I will not listen to anything you say again until
Yes.
you. And that is if someone says like, "Hey, listen, kid." Someone calls me
Oh,
kid,
don't call
kid,
me kid.
or anything close to my age, it's over. I'm like, oh, we're not holding it. We're just calling each other kid. Like no. No, no, no. Ain't
That
no
is
kid.
that is a great pick because it gets under my skin as well. But also shout out to Jeff Kidd.
Jeff, Jason Kidd and Jeff Kidd.
Jeff Kidd was my high school quarterback my freshman year.
Your quarterback.
Yeah, the varsity quarterback.
Who beat you out?
He was just no,
Honest.
well, he was like the varsity quarterback. I was riding the pine on freshman, but
We all
yeah,
know that
kid,
feeling.
kid, great pick. That was one on my list for sure.
Tough. Okay, my next pick, which again, if I'm thinking of the names, if someone says this, I know they don't know me at all. And they're just trying to say something either they don't remember my name or they just are trying to get on my nerves. And that's if someone's like, friend. They call me friend. Like, yo, like, what are you doing, friend? Like, what are you saying? Like, I'm not you none of my friends would call me friend. Like, like you wouldn't say that as my nickname. Like, hey, easy friend.
Yeah,
Like, what are you
yeah.
saying? No, I don't like it. Don't like
No,
it.
that's a good pick. And I mean, someone who is your friend, I'm gonna call you friend now, but
Yeah.
actually no. Let's make a deal right now. We are not calling each other this list of names.
No, I never would. I
Okay.
don't call
No, I'm
people
just saying
these
like
the names that are on this
not
list. Yeah,
even to try to like piss each other off.
no, I mean, I
Okay.
wouldn't remember in the moment. I wouldn't even remember to do this because I'm not that big of a d bag.
Well, I I keep a list
Handy dandy
and I check
list.
it twice. Okay, for my
Okay,
next
Santa.
pick,
Okay, Santa.
because this pisses me off to no end.
Okay.
Don't call me sport.
Ah, a good pick. I had that for my next one. If I was like, dude, nobody can call you sport, and it's not the 1960s, or
I know.
it's not a dad from a movie who's reconnecting with his stepson. Like, oh, come on, sport. Like, what are you really? Who's a sport? Like, why are you saying that? It
Oh,
doesn't make
that's
any sense.
so funny. A stepdad trying to reconnect with his stepson. That is so funny. Oh man.
That's yeah.
Okay.
Sport
So
is yuck.
there's a couple that I want to take. I'm a little bit fearful of you taking it, so I'm gonna take it here because I don't think it'll get back to me. I'm gonna go with big guy.
You know, I didn't even think of that. Hey, big
Okay.
guy.
You're
Who
like,
can accept
hey,
to call you that?
like,
Who's
what's
the
up,
only
big guy?
people?
I'm like, shut
Who's the
up.
only one? Who's the
Don't
only
call me
one who
big
could
guy.
call that yet? Like an old
Santa.
lady?
Oh.
What about an old lady? Santa. Hey, big guy. Put you on that list, all big and strong. Oh, you're getting so big. That sounded awful. Please don't clip
That
that.
really sounded so bad.
I didn't
But
like
yeah.
that at all.
So yeah,
Big guy. Like,
I've got
oh, hey,
Bud,
big guy.
Sport, and Big Guy. Don't call me those.
They're all so degrading because they're treating you like a child. Like, hey, big guy, what are you doing over there, big guy? Like,
I mean, we are
I'm
drafting
20.
patronizing nicknames, but yeah,
No, oh, not patriotic. Oh,
correct.
that's my bad.
Otherwise, Sport is a great pick.
Or sports a fantastic pick, and also it's just it's the worst. Man, I can't. I hate that.
All right. You
Okay,
got your
next
three and
pick,
four
which
picks.
it was kind of on the back burner here for me. Um, and it's still awful. I don't get called this a lot, but it would totally bug me if someone called me pal. Like,
Pal?
listen,
Yep.
pal.
That was my next
Like,
pick.
like that's when you hear like, hey, pal, take it easy, or like, listen, pal, you don't know what you're talking about.
Listen, pal. Shut up.
Not your pal, not your buddy. I'm not your sport. I'm not your big guy.
Not your
None of
friend.
those. Not your friend. Not your
Yep.
bud.
Yep.
No,
Well,
all of that's a negative.
I've got three picks left on my list, so I really hope you don't take two or actually no, I've got two spots left and I've got three on my list, so I'm good.
Yeah, it's all really good, and this one's more of a I don't know. Yeah, it's tough because there's only certain times I would accept it, like we've been talking about, only
Hmm.
specific instances where it would be okay. Um, and that's if someone called me. Uh, Chief. If someone's
Chief.
like, hey, Chief, like, hey, sounds good, Chief. It's like, Chief, what is this? The Native Americans? I'm not a chief of anything.
To be
There's
fair,
no chief.
if you called me chief, I'd be like, yeah, I'm a chief. So
No, yeah, it's because you like the feeling of being in charge.
no,
But
I'm talking about Kansas City, baby. Let's go.
oh, okay, well, that's very different. I am wearing Kansas City red, but
Ooh.
doesn't mean I'm chief. No chief.
No, chief is a good pick, and I've got all three of my final picks left. So I'm gonna take. I really think you're gonna take one of these as your final pick, but
Okay.
in my 4 spot, I already took Bud, but I'm gonna go with Buddy as the next one.
Okay, I'll give you that.
They're
I'll give you
different
that they're
enough.
different enough. Yeah,
Yep.
for the context, yeah. That's solid.
And I took it in the 1 and the 4 spot, so I feel like it's justified, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, calling me buddy, like
Yeah.
what am I, an
Listen,
effing
buddy.
elf?
Listen, buddy. Buddy old pal. You
Oh,
mixed the two? Buddy old pal? It's
dude.
over. It's over. It's over. You're dead to me. Not talking to you again. They'd be like, oh,
I'm
buddy old
if
pal.
you call me
What?
buddy old pal, I'm kicking you square in the nuts.
Square in the teeth and then the nuts.
Well, and then I'm curb stomping you. Nope, that's too far.
Yo, that was a little
Redact that.
much.
Redact it.
Yeah, no,
Kidding.
deleted.
Okay, so I feel a little bit hypocritical using this one because I used this on the doors all the time. When I was selling pest control, I used this
You were like, what's gotta work?
constantly. But if somebody and I was doing this to stroke the ego of who I was talking to. No pause necessary.
Really?
Full stroke right there. But if somebody calls me it, actually no, I'm pivoting. I can't do it. I'm gonna let you take it. I'm
Okay.
gonna go with champ.
Ah, it's great. Hey, champ. It's okay. I'm glad you took that because my final pick should have been taken earlier, but uh, yeah, champ. Hey, champ.
It
It's the same
champ
as
champ is
big
like
guy or
I'm
sports.
8 years old. Don't call me
Yeah,
that.
you're trying to make you feel. Hey, what's up, champ?
Yeah.
What am I the
Uh,
champ of?
unless like I'm like a disc golf world champion, don't call me champ. And even then,
Yeah.
like because the number or the guy who's won the most world titles in disc golf, Ken Climo, his nickname is champ. But that's because he's won 12 world titles. Like that makes
So
sense.
he earned it.
But otherwise, don't call me champ. That's
You know, Paul
so
Macbeth, he's a
patronizing.
champ.
Paul
Yeah,
Macbeth is a champ, but you don't
he
call
is
him
a
champ
champ. You don't call him
because
champ.
Ken Climo's the champ. He's got 12. Paul's got 6.
6. Yeah. So
All
no, yeah, no
right.
Wysocki. Wysoki's no champ.
He's won it twice. That's it.
Just won twice. So
I
okay,
think you're gonna take
recap.
this as the final pick
Recap.
for you.
Yeah, just so we can hear all through it, and then I can do my final five, my
All
final
right.
number
So
5.
mine, I got Bud, Sport, Big Guy, Buddy, and Champ.
Okay.
That's a good list for me. I
Oh,
hate
that's
all those
so
names.
annoying hearing that in a row. I hate hearing all those back to back.
And then Jeff, you've got Kid, Friend, Pal, Chief, and your final pick of
My final pick would actually make you angry. Like
oh no.
hearing it, if I said this in an argument to you, you'd flip it. You'd flip your
Oh
lid. If
no.
I was like, listen, boy. If I
Oh.
called you boy, like, hey boy, get over here. Like anything like calling like what you doing over there, boy? Immediately there's no part of me that wants to listen to you. Like, a
Nope.
boy?
Hate you.
What? Boy? Hate you. Hate
Not
you to death.
hate you so much. Hope you get a canker sore. Hope you wake up with a toothache and have to go get a root canal.
Hope your AC goes out and your water is cold.
And all
And
your
you miss your
clothes are
flight.
soaked.
And you and you stub your toe. Just a pinky toe.
And you step on some Legos.
And you get a splinter.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
Well,
We didn't talk about
Splinter, I
that.
hardly know her.
Well, Splinter Cell.
Well, Splinter, the TMNT master.
Oh, well, Master, I hardly know her.
Well, master of puppets.
Well, uh, well, Christmas. No, I messed it up.
Wow, that
I was gonna
was that
I
was
was gonna say the
difficult.
other thing. I was gonna say it, but I couldn't remember the full name of the
I
movie. Oh,
was
Muppets
the
Christmas
Muppets Christmas
Carol is what I was
Carol.
gonna say, but I
I
didn't
was gonna say if I
have
wanted
it
to hear
correct.
you talk, I'd stick my hand up your butt and move your mouth like a puppet. You hear me? You hear me?
Hey, hey, listen, boy.
Listen, boy.
See, see, it's just like it's
Oh,
the worst. Someone
all
says
right,
"boy" to me, it's
all
over.
right, Chief. Let's cool it.
Ugh. I hate this. That dude, especially in context, like, hey, bud, let's cut it out. Let's
Don't
stop that,
call me
bud.
Bud. Don't call me Bud.
It sounds horrible. Honorable mention, do you have any?
So the one that I almost said as my final pick was Boss.
And see,
And
I
it's
hear it at
it's
work a
not
lot. Like, hey, whatever you
that
say,
bad.
boss. It's
It's
not that
not
bad.
that bad. I would use it on the doors all the time to just
Hey, a boss.
I'd knock on the door, and if I honestly, if I couldn't tell whose house it was, say the person who answered it was like 24, 25, and I was like, there's a chance this actually is their house. Like mom and dad took care of them or something like that.
Yeah,
But a lot of times I'd be like, yo, are you the boss around here? And then
you boss.
they'd be like, oh no, it's my dad's house. I'm just visiting. I'd be like, oh, cool, cool, cool. Hey, are they around? I just have a quick question for them. Then like it's way easier. But like, or like the mom, if the mom's one who answers the door, and I don't know if she's going to be the decision maker or if it's the husband that's going to be the decision maker, like both ways. I'll ask him, hey, are you the boss
And
around here?
yeah,
And then I know if I'm actually talking to
but
the
you're not
person
really
who's in
calling them boss. You're
charge.
just asking for the boss.
Correct. And but
That's
I
different.
use it all the time, and so I felt like it'd be a little bit rude to uh actually use. I've used that so much that I feel like I couldn't actually take it, and so I was glad I pivoted to Champ
Yeah,
because Champ
it's a good
feels
one.
like
Hey,
7 years old.
hey, the other one is Scout. Like, oh, what's up, Scout?
That's
That's
just
just
like
like a
a name
tough
of
one.
a dog. I feel like
Yeah. Hey, Scout. Or Hoss.
Haas.
Like,
Wow.
hey, come here, big Hoss. Like, what am I in Arkansas? Hey, he's a
Yeah.
hoss around here.
Yeah. I'm not big enough that I could never
That's what
actually be called that, but
the hoss, yeah. Or captain. Like, hey, what's up, captain? That's
yeah,
like I wouldn't love being called it, but I
wouldn't
wouldn't
love it.
hate it. It's just like eh.
I'm
That's why
like,
it's their honorable mentions. They're on that cusp of like,
correct. It's like, could you really call me that with a straight face?
yeah. I mean,
Also,
we're not mentioning stuff like dude or bro. If someone said bruh, like, hey, what's up, bruh? That would bother me. Bro doesn't bother me. Bruh? Like, huh, what are you talking about, bruh? Huh? You just call me bruh?
like if you're
Like you could
Polly, call me bruh all day.
yeah. Or like bruv. Hey yeah, bruv.
No,
No, that
no,
wasn't a good accent.
no.
Oh yeah, bruv.
That was too Cockney.
Like, oi, what's up, love?
Oi. Yeah. Well, anyways,
It's solid though.
that's
That
a
really
back-to-back week of like
why why aren't
slightly
giraffes
downer
like
drafts.
bad? Downer. Yeah, what is that about? Two
That's
in a row.
back-to-back weeks, and that's the reason I
I'm
did
like
it
thinking
was
about it.
because
I'll be
this one was easier for you to think on your feet. You were limited in your time of preparation, but
yeah,
the next draft I have for you, I'll give you a little bit of notice. Very excited about it.
pretty cool. That'll get
I've
like
got
30 minutes of it.
no, you'll probably only need like 10.
Okay. Just right before we start recording.
10 to prep, yeah.
Cool.
But yeah,
That was
fun
solid.
draft.
And our time limit. Look at that. Look what we did.
Well, thank you
Fantastic.
for listening to the Left Hand Backhand podcast. I'm getting us out of here for Jeff's sake. Jeff,
Look at us
final
go.
word. Actually, share with your grandma. Do something nice for someone. Enjoy the last couple days before school starts for all them little kiddos, depending on where you
Yeah.
are. My
Starting up
daughter's school
soon.
starts next week. So, Jeff, final word.
Final word. There's a time when you should call someone chief or boss or bud. And most of these, there's never a time. So use your words wisely next time when you're calling someone a generalized nickname because they may hate you for it and you don't know.
That's just doctrine, brother. Thank you.
That's just
Bucky's
doctrine,
out.
laying down the law.